Good. Live and recording delay starts in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna check and see. Welcome to Silver Sands chat room. The Twitch on my phone has not caught up to my Twitch on OBS yet, but I imagine that is soon to be rectified. Now, why the hell does that even matter? Well, because if my phone shows me what you guys have typed to me, then I can see it while I'm playing. Ooh, ESO has a performance improvement plan, and they posted it online. Today is going to be a departure from the normal scheduled programming. I've decided that it makes much more sense, now that I've basically managed to do the tutoring of my viewership on almost every mechanic in the game, to let you guys watch a story. I am going to show you one character from start to finish. You will get to watch me create him. You will get to see what I name him, and you will get to witness what I do with him from the very beginning of his timeline. Or I may make it a her. I haven't decided yet. Well, we shall see. I have been known to make male-gendered characters before. I've also tried something different. This looks like a normal cupcake ramekin, but inside you have the peanut butter cup, and this part right here, that dark part, that's chocolate. I bought baker's bars from the store several days ago, and my attempt to make them into semi-sweet chocolate has turned out tasty, but not looking very good. And I have no idea how to make them look prettier. Oh well. At least it tastes good. What about the male Argonians? Nah, I like the female Argonians better. I already have one male character. Warden or Dragon Knight? I'll make her a Dragon Knight. She's gonna need to be very muscular. I will not... Ooh, let's make her purple. She is purple, or maybe deep slate blue. That is black, and that is slightly grayer black. That's what she looks like with no markings whatsoever. Scales for Argonians are considered a body marking. Ooh, she's banded. That looks cool. And now she looks kind of dragony. I like that. Yeah. Let's reduce her chest size. There. Argonians are a lizard race, a reptilian race. From what I understand, they do not have to feed their hatchlings milk. Give her hips. It would make sense for her to have a flank. She is intended to be quite strong. Thighs look like they have good muscle. But maybe it'll increase her calf size. Yeah. That looks... There we go. That looks more reasonable. Let's give her some nice strong arms too. Yeah, just a little bit more in the chest. There. That looks good. Give her an... What does she look like when she has a fully angular face? Ooh. She looks very, very triangular. Her pupils looked tiny and slitted. There we go. The samples of the voices are not very indicative of what your character sounds like when they're talking. They're just like a 1 second clip of them making a noise. It doesn't show the temperament at all. That's the one thing I don't like. I'm going to Alt out and turn up the sound on my computer. I want to hear this thing. You should do. And let's check in with OBS here. Hey, there we go. Alright. Chat is working. So if you guys talk in my chat room, I can see what you're telling me. The dark blue. Okay. And that's the gray horn. The dark blue horn. The black horn. Yeah, let's go black. She has some white markings on her skin. Ooh. The adornments on Argonians are extra spikes. When I make her... I have made her a dragon knight. Well, she is going to be a stamina dragon knight. And that looks pretty. I wonder if there are any markings for her head. Like that. There's some damage to her scales. You can see the subtle markings there. Now they're getting into paint. She looks cool that way. I think I will leave her alone. Let's give her some mint green eyes. Oh yes, that goes very nicely. Eye size, height, sprint. This doesn't appear to have given me eye size, separation, height, squint, shape of mouth. Give her a smile. Make her lips fuller. Gonna name her I can't think of another name back behind right now, so I'm just gonna call her Maloria. Let's play the tutorial. Okay, I can't use that name. Gonna name her Waits in Mountains. Unfortunately, with this game, you cannot check if your name's in use already. That's the only thing, well, actually that's another thing I don't like, but those two are very, very minor compared to other things that I do like.
Easy now, Walker. You are all right. This is Star Haven, home to peaceful adults. There is a letter and the key to the door on the dresser.
A first stock song. Clever doggy, agile Suthe, Burly Palmar Centrat. When Azura gave out presents, she sure gave us a lot. Handsome Cathay, Nimble Toge, Sneaky Olmez, and Alfiq. So many shapes and sizes, that's what makes us unique. Now we all adore the doggy who love climbing trees, far better than the wood elves with their pink and knobbly knees. They swing beneath the branches with quickness and real ease, as lovely as a feather in a light midsummer breeze. Here's some good advice. Oh yeah, that's where the chorus goes. Here's some good advice, just leave the cinches alone. Their claws are sharp as razors and their jaws will break your bone. They'll rip an elf to pieces in the blink of an eye. So only pick a fight if you are eager to die. And then the chorus. Our dear old Mum Azura made the Alfiq so small that when they hunkered down, you just can't see them at all. They say that it's magic. Who am I to argue? There really is no limit to the things Khajiit can do. Ooh. I have a new reward. Oh, they fixed the error that I could not pick up this 5,000 alliance point thing. Excellent. As you can see, we have 2 new moon crates late into the month. Whoa, Reaper's Harvest crates. Whoa, Warrior Poet skull tattoos. Now, this hatchling has never seen Vivek. But she assumes that is who this is talking about.
For surviving
Take
a
the
dragon
key.
attack, you look well.
I will take all the things. And I will remember that I need to work with my settings. Audio, yes, turn on the subtitles, please. Sometimes there we go, auto loot. Turn off the tutorials. I do not need them. Chat bubbles, chat bubbles. I always want some bubbles for my chat. Chat bubbles, chat bubbles. And please turn the nameplates on. Chat bubbles, chat bubbles. I want to turn off the profanity filter. Chat bubbles, chat bubbles. Active resource numbers, number and percent. Resume. This is the hatchling. Waits in mountains. Well, technically, I'm not a hatchling, but I did
Zamarak is
hatch
pleased to
some
see you.
time ago.
We both were. A humble, that is not a tale.
I have always had a habit of looting, well, everything, really. Ooh, woodworking skill. And I also had a habit of reading everything. My sire,
You will carry. Let us
not sure what
no,
Argonians
take up one of our
call
training
their
swords and meet this one in the
thought
garden.
it was strange, but they didn't argue. Instead, I was born under the sign of the shadow. So I went to train with the Dark Brotherhood. They taught me the ways of Sithis. Ooh. See, that is why I loot everything. Oh, yeah, I have to put the sword on before I can actually go outside. Port hunting cheese fries. Sound good to me. And let's drink these drinks. I will take a look at my skill bar, and actually I'm going to use the venomous dragon thing. That will give me a good idea of what will turn into a stamina ability. As I belch. Oh, wow. I belch, and I loot. And I let you watch my story. Waking up in a land of sand, dunes.
This guy's warm.
This is good for the scales,
This one
but it's
feels
also a
the
first for me.
Majajo, let us begin.
Ooh, that was a bit strange.
Solid strike. There it goes. Sleek work. You strike well. Can you guard?
Yes, yes, I can guard.
Now, what? Quick! Strike while this one is off balance. Very good, traveler. Again, strike with force, traveler. What a powerful blow. Once
I
more.
was always good
Do it
in
with all your
combat.
might. Such masterful
Even
strikes.
when I was...
What if you are in distress? Now break free of this one's trap. Here comes another trap. Get ready for another.
relatively new.
Again, press your advantage with a heavy attack. Interrupt this one before he strikes.
Oh,
Quickly now, stop this one strike. Your enemy charges their assault strike. Interrupt their
There
attack
we
and
go.
punish their hesitation.
I have successfully completed the combat trial.
Come now, let us continue to the adaptorium.
Let's see what I need to do. Oh, just Dragon Leap. I need a few ultimates from here. Let's go with that. It won't be long until I can really get my skills on. Oh yes, that would be a dragon. In this particular instance, they are quite difficult. Sentient, but they don't like us. They think we're just food. I hope I get cool loot. Actually, I just did get cool loot. I learned how to make clothing the Dark Elf way. But of course, I probably have far more resources that allow me to craft in my native way than I do in resources that would let me craft another way. I wish they had given me a bow before I attempted to do this. But sometimes that doesn't happen. And that is okay. I'm surprised that enemy did not hear me unsheath my sword. And shout out to the person currently watching me. There we go. Now I can choose a proper weapon. Those look promising too. I I could always choose boots. And maybe that's the right one? Aha! There we go. Now I have enough to get myself properly outfitted. Dark elf style. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to equip my bow. What a travesty. I waits in mountains, slinger of arrows and spitter of poison, who have deftly avoided that necromancer's trap room. I am very pleased about that. That looks like it's metal. I do not wear metal because I do not have to. I am not a tank. I'm a sniper and a poison spitter if my enemies get too close. So I left my homeland over in Black Marsh a while ago. I have been wandering around, taking jobs that I can find, helping people when I can, when they did not first attempt to slap me in some kind of chain, or kill me outright for whatever resource it was they needed that I had. And I used my skills. My skills that I was trained as a shadow scale to survive. I ended up guarding a caravan in this sandy place. Great for the scales, but also very dry, very arid. And then that caravan got, well, blown up by a dragon. Could you have seen that coming? Because I sure couldn't. I am going to very much attempt to break myself out of this trap. And succeed. I almost succeeded at avoiding those exploding bones. It's a very unusual thing, exploding bones. Usually they just lie there. They don't normally get up and start walking either. Well, I guess that's what happens lately. Oh look, a locked door. Doors are never locked. And if they are so-called locked, it's always because they contain juicy and extremely useful loot. Let's see if I can get this door open. Oh, come on. I hate it when that happens. But I love the sweet reward that came after. Ooh, coins. I'm looking for a jerkin. Hat. That is a helm. I do not need a helm. I do not need a hat. I need a helmet. There we go. Now, I can realize that I have once again not been able to obtain a proper outfitting. There's a jerkin. Once again, it is the wrong armor type. How frustrating. Very well, I will likely obtain a new jerkin elsewhere. There is always loot to go around. Oops, that's the sprint button. I do not need the sprint button. I must look at my skills again. I can almost obtain my new abilities. Searing Strike. I can already obtain Dexterity. And I will definitely be using Snipe. And Poison Arrow. Such a wonderful thing. Two-handed I just don't need. Let's look at my armor skills. Earth and Heart. Ardent Flame. And Draconic Power. Flower. I love flour. I toss it into the air and then strike a torch and light it up. Don't stand in your own fire when you do that, because it makes a wonderful concussive blast.
For our army. How grand.
Oh, you're a dragon knight too? How cute, Captain Carvain. You are no match for weights in the mountains. I shall continue to do exactly what I intend to do. Oh yes, a pendant. Pendants, wonderfully shiny. I do not like the way that helmet looks on me. Oh, my arm itches. Can I give myself better markings? No. I like the way my markings are already. I do not wish to change my appearance at this time.
Well, it looks like the soldiers said yes. But
Now I will go find a horn
that is good
that came from a dragon
so the legends say.
in a tower. And I will bring down the dragon that is causing absolute abject havoc in this area, where I was so peacefully hanging out and sparring with the Grandmaster Majadro. It reminds me of my days when I was still young in my training as a shadow scale. They would not make me kill when I first went to train. But then, as I got older, my training got more, shall we say, lifelike. Eventually, they had me tracking and killing targets. And I could do it without any kind of problems. The only time I had trouble was when someone else's shadow scale hatchling was on my list. There was one time where I was sent to hunt the hatchling of 2 dark elves for my work as a shadow scale. She was no mean feat. As it turns out, the one who had sent me on this mission was wrong. The target that I was supposed to kill, she had evidence. Evidence which she showed me after I bested her in combat. But I warned her. I said, the Order will still be hunting you whether you prove your innocence to them or not. They do not care. So, here's what we'll do. What I will do. I will make sure that they think you are dead.
Then Zamorak and the Traveler will
And
go.
they will never know that you did not die today.
Majadro will not run while his disciples are in danger.
As you wish.
And so she lives to this very day.
The beast blocks our way. We must fight.
I have never been shouted at by a dragon before. This dragon has horrible manners. Oh! I didn't die. Well, that's a surprise. Usually when a dragon does that to you, you die. I am not yet ready to stop my adventure.
Beast departs. Quick, let us leave.
It appears that I will be soon, though. Now, what did the calendar... Nothing
Let us leave this
truly
place before the beast returns.
Why did the dragon flee?
It was called away. This one
Let's see
heard its
what
name on the
kind
wind.
of mounts
Follow
I
the dog.
have.
Called away. Did the dragon
I shall ride the sorrel horse, Sweet Roll, because she is a mount who does not stand out in any way. My training as a shadow scale is very, very specific about not standing out. The less unwanted attention you draw to yourself, the better. However, there is always a balance. Attempting to be inconspicuous
Thank you for saving
to the
Majadro.
exclusion of
And only more to
everything
come this way.
draws attention straight
What
to
will we do
you.
now?
Starhaven is no longer safe. Who knows when it'll be attacked again?
To give in to despair, this is easy. Let
So
us
I
instead
know
find strength and hope. Joan and Joan
how
will
to
one day shine
successfully
on
avoid
Starhaven
the
again.
unwanted attention
We must continue to believe.
while also managing
Starhaven is safe. The Zamorak wants.
to gain attention in a graceful fashion that doesn't draw attention. Ooh, I shall become dexterous. I do not want to gain volley. I already have it. I already have my bow skill. And I will put my lava whip point into searing strike once I get to ribbon. Now, where do I go from here? Ooh, that dragon is about to die. That means if I wish to do the first thing ever of taking out a dragon, fierce and powerful beasts that they are, I must ride. As it turns out, I do wish to hunt a dragon as my first action. My first experience. Oh wow! There's a Bandari tribe here. I cannot talk to them.
Take pride in your work, I always say.
They are dressed perfectly for this sandy area. Sand, dust. It does not bother me, the way it bothers some of my kith. Alright, then let's take out that terror, which is a bird. Goodbye, bird terror. Terrorize no more. Oh wow, the dragon is way down there. It is worth my time to go running that way. Far, far, and far. That will get me to the place I need to be. Along the way, I will discover the bone pit. If the bone pit is being killed, I will talk to Amudar. within the bone pit, I will see Naru's the Bone Weaver, and know that he is just too big a prey for me to take down. Not by myself. So I shall not mess with him, as much as I would love to earn his fat loots. That dragon is now in combat. I hope I can reach it just in time to shoot some arrows and get credit for shooting it. And apparently I let up off the heels, the spurs on my horse just a femtosecond too long. What disappointment is that? A femtosecond is all it takes. Soon I will reach him.
Watch your step in the stitches.
Soon is a relative term. As I am not yet a skillful rider, and thus have no speed to speak of, when convincing my mount to go faster. I wonder, did they fix the bug that used to exist? Where you could simply hold down the sprint key and force your mount to sprint indefinitely? The bug that never worked on your character? Because your character's stamina limit was a hard and fixed one? It appears that they have now fixed that super awesome, almost a buff bug. I take my leg guards and I go riding into the fray of battle, wearing spiked armor, I shall ride to the death of a dragon, which is almost dead. He is a lightning dragon, and I have succeeded in obtaining the fat loots. Let us see. Oh, good. I have obtained a world boss plunder skull, too. For this is the insurgent's gift. Hallowjack helmets and Dremora daggers. And the Glenmoriel Weir jerkin. Let's see here. I have earned Soul Trap. Oh, that is a good skill for me to have. I can use Windwalker now. I need to obtain 12 skill to leap a dragon's leap. but I shall grab a sky shard before I sleep. Never to weep, even as I creep along roads set deep. Come on. There we go. There's a dragon. Off to the hall of the lunar champion I go. Oh, my eye itches. Popping out of character for a second, my parents are in the living room discussing Love It or List It, the show where one is a realtor who finds couples that can't decide between the two of them whether to stay or go, a new house that is worthy of their attention, and the other is an interior designer who makes their own house that they already live in worthy of their attention. They observe that most of the couples and families who live in that particular area, well, not really living in the area, what happens is they ooh, heroism. Weapon power, weapon critical. They, the couples that are there, have so much stuff in their houses, their dwellings. Ooh, I love that they literally cannot move around in their dwellings. It's really insane. I find it completely and utterly insane. Ooh, look. I may now make a poison. Returning to character. Oh, good. Vitality. I care not much for vitality. But discovering it is a good thing, I suppose. Armor's a fair enough buff. Oh wow, mountain flowers increase one's armor. Beetle Scuttle and Nightshade offer protection, do they? Oh good, a stamina potion. I may as well make as many of those as I can. Ooh, that makes a good poison. Not bad. Ravage health. That's sad. Ravage stamina. That's a good poison. Never waste the ingredients if you can. Oh. That'll make a vitality. Vulnerability. That's a good thing to know. My goodness. Ooh, that's a great poison. The shadow scales taught me many valuable poisons to make. My favorite ones to make are the draining poisons. I have no remaining... Oh yes, I need a solvent. Ooh. Very well. That concludes my potion making for the night. Now I shall head out, sell the potions I've made that I don't want to use, and apply my skill point from the beginning of my tree that made Lava Whip to the portion of my tree that I want to use, which is the claw that turns into a venomous claw when you morph the ability. I have never been to Rimmen before. I am grateful to the one who made the house and procured the house. Srendar. I am not yet capable of buying his favor, but I'm definitely able to sell things. Cowardice, enervation. I will sell the detection too. Definitely selling those. Don't need that. And I don't need that. Did I forget to use my backpack? I have forgotten to open my backpack. Well, it is half digested. I like those. They're so much more effective than my old ones.
The way this one works would.
Fracture, draining poison, delicious venoms. Now I can change my skills. They shall reflect my capacity. Ah, thank you for returning. Shout out to the person who is currently watching me. There we go. I can make my potions last longer. But what I really want to do is go back to the Ebonheart Pact lands. That is where I feel more at home. Maybe I will do a few things first.
I recently
Or maybe
traveled
not.
past Two Moons Temple. I hate to say it, but I
Maybe not. I can always do the things I intended to do over there.
They were chasing butterflies, but I couldn't.
Let's see what happens if I go to Bleacrock. Does a benefactor find me and ask me to get sucked into Cold Harbor? Do I lose my soul if I go to Bleacrock? No, a person who wants me to find her friends that have turned into skeevers does, though. So I will go to Davin's Watch, find a soul stealer, get my soul stolen on purpose, and then endeavor to get it back. Because that is what I will do. My goodness.
You are the
Ah, here's the hooded figure I needed to talk to.
Greetings. If my benefit.
The benefactor is ready for me to see him. Good morning, Mr. Benefactor. Or shall I say, good evening. I will loot all the things in the room. If only ever to have fun. And wonder why you are bound and gagged. That is a very unusual thing for a benefactor. I do not need to watch my soul get stolen. I have seen the soul stealing many, many times. My friends, the other Saxleal, have come back from Gavin's watch, but they were never the same. I will fight this. I will find a way.
Whoa there. Are you alright? The name's Lyris.
I always do. Ever since I was a hatchling, I was always finding ways. Out of strange situations, out of prisons,
Must have been the runt of the litter.
and out of puzzles that my parents had set up.
Keep your
for
weapon
me.
ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
My parents enjoyed setting up puzzles for me. Hey, I told you to shoot. Finally.
Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
This character has finally shot. Oh! Yeah, Justine is here. I'll remember him.
Keep moving. More
I
guards.
don't remember exactly where from, but I remember him. Daedra, coming out of holes in the ground. But they
Let's get
are
out of here, my friend.
they are easy.
Prophet.
Whoa!
Greetings, Wesley. Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place.
They are easy for me
You
to
must
kill.
rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. The Prophet. Break him out. These tunnels will... Magical con... I've no idea. I'm sure you... He's a stranger. You're obviously... I don't know.
My parents always
man
had a
named
saying.
It means... No, I wasn't. It won't be
Sing
easy.
like a Saxleal, walk
We should keep
like a
moving.
raptor, strike like a dragon. They had some very interesting ideas, my parents. But I didn't get to taste many of them. Most of my training was done with the other shadow scales.
Well played, friend. In our case, dear, you are good in the fight.
A god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
It is time for me to free someone else from this dark place. This dark blue
God of
place
schemes can see every
in
part.
which I blend in
We need to
quite well.
distract him.
First, I shall do my looting of the room. My customary looting of the room.
What was your name again? Target practice?
Essentially, that was its name. Protection. Stamina. Weapon critical. The only thing I ever needed to know how to make was poisons and potions. When I was in the training house. But as I got out of the training house, I began to encounter other life forms. And then I needed to learn how to make food. stupid Remora. You will die. Your fire parches this one's scales.
Try to be inconspicuous. Just got free of this place. Last thing we need is to get recaptured. I'll keep watch.
And so goes the Sentinel.
Quickly,
Beginning the real mission here. Laris, we literally just got free. Why are you running up to him?
Come get some more, you skeeving horkers.
I shall find this prison for this prophet.
Fool! You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's whacking target. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Oh, there's always another way.
Damn it. Destroying it.
Always.
Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. Cadwell sees things.
See? I told you there's always another way. This Cadwell is another way.
King. Hello, what's this?
Hello, Cadwell.
Rather follow the
You are always fun to talk to.
well. Oh, an empty. I hadn't actually given
I am
much.
glad you know the prophet. And I am glad you know
Seems to
Lyris.
think this undercroft
Because I have just met them both.
probably means it's a death trap. Better be careful.
Oh, I don't think it'll be that bad. It usually isn't half as bad as people think. See,
sooner
I
you get
only
that door
broke
open, the
one
sooner we can get
lockpick
out of
trying
here.
to get in. Oh, and there's even loot. See, this place is not all that bad. Even the skeletal warrior has some loot. Any more delicious loots for me? Oh good, my companion does sneak. She probably doesn't sneak very well, but we can always change that with a little bit of training. The shadow scales worked on me. They'll do wonders on her. Oh, someone else is lootable. A frog is lootable.
Who taught that one to fight? The god of self-punishment?
I suppose you could call the dainty Prince Molag a god of self-punishment. He does rule over people who punish themselves incessantly. Or rather, controls them.
That Might have been a fair fight, if there were 3 of you.
Behold, the end is in sight. And I have avoided the traps, Laris. Why have you blundered into them? Didn't your trainers teach you anything about avoiding traps?
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead.
Maybe they
Quickly
didn't.
now, we haven't much time.
Or maybe you believe that you are strong
Good news is
enough
we made it
to
here in
fight
one
the
piece,
traps,
and the
the
Prophet
same
looks
way
so
you
hard.
are strong enough to fight the
Not about
skeletons that
It's
came
gonna
our
be up to
way.
you to keep him safe and get him back
Those
to town.
bizarre
There's
walking
a trick to it.
skeletons.
Believe me, I wish. Once it's done.
Oh, I shall smite you down and earn my first achievement. I believe those are traps. Those traps are meant to capture both you, Laris, and the Prophet, so that you cannot successfully exchange each other.
Freedom! I remember this feeling. It will be thank the divines. That is what I...
Oh, it won't go his way.
Up the stairs, quickly!
I
We
swore
must get to
an
the
oath to
anchor
take
mooring.
down Molag Bal. Molag Bal is not Sithis. And I, Shadowscale waits in mountains, am a servant of Sithis. And of my desire to be darkness, which did get me into trouble once.
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
Come, I will protect you.
Oh, right now, this thing is not listening. Down goes the child of Plode. And up goes my loot. I am almost ready to leave this foul place, but I dare not leave a precious, precious item in a chest or urn behind. Heaven knows what the Dremora will have it doing by the end of the day. And that kind of a farce will not stand. Not with weights in mountains. My prime targets are the trunks, for they hold the greatest value of objects. But I will take an urn, or a backpack, or a chest. Or a corpse. Or a crate. And I will also take the Prophet in tow, who for some reason, in spite of being blind, can follow me as spryly as if he were half my age. But I shall not question. I am just glad that he does not complain of being winded. As I sprint around aimlessly as a chicken, or a bantam guar, with its head cut off. Seeking the ever-desired loot. And here's a pair of urns that I missed. I probably shouldn't fall through that hole in the
Dark
ground.
Anchor's portal is high above a shard. Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There,
Oh
quickly.
look! Here's
Collect
another
the
one
sky
of those
shards.
glowing white crystals I found earlier. It gave me power.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require your strength.
Yep,
Let the
I
way
should
be
make food.
opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Moloch Baal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
The portal in the sky. Oh look, it's Bleacrock Isle. Just where I had gone earlier. I look, and it nears 12:15 in the night.
As I feared,
At
we
the
arrived in
clock.
different locations. Days. I'm afraid you will have. I cannot foresee that. Be wary of it.
Therefore,
you must find your own. Indeed, we do not face
I
these
shall
troubled
do
times.
the check of the inventory, the leveling up of the character, my stamina pool, building up my skills. Oh wow, I can heal people, and I can morph snipe. I am happy about that. Ooh, very nice. Lethal arrow. I wish to do that. Has hit at the end of its bar. I will be capable of making it do stamina damage. I am halfway to purchasing Dragon Leap with this spiked armor point. I will need to open this urn and discover that nothing in it is useful to me. Ah yes, Dosh of Bleacrock. I may as well. That has already been stolen from. Interesting that you don't get taught when you steal things to put the drawers and things back the way.
You'll find the people of Bleacrock all across. Locals claim it's haunted. To Ronnie Snowball, I'll answer. Posted to this. I'm not a scholar. I like Nords. Most Nords I've met are strong about. I'm not a scholar, other than our view. I'm not a scholar, but you're asking
Very
me about
easy
Argonians.
way.
That's cute. I know you like your mud and you rarely get upset. Most Argonians I've met mostly keep to themselves. Also, we once held you as slaves. So there's that. Sorry.
I find it very ironic. Taken from the cloisters out in Black Marsh, where they trade the shadow scales.
Figured you were crossing the bridge to Sovngarde for sure.
You figured wrong. I am tough. Ouch. Apparently someone's needle nose got forcibly removed from... I'm ready
Take a load off.
to put extra things in the bank. Like this Orcus chair recipe, the Hollowjack helmet recipe, the Dremora daggers recipe, the Elsewhere saucer candle recipe, and the Khajiiti fur bed recipe. Oh, and this Grand... I can't deposit them, I have to sell them. Oh well. Oh, very nice. Hello, sir.
Pains me to think of leaving this place behind. But maybe it's time I did.
A lot of people are running into danger lately. Personally, all I have to do is shoot it. If I shoot the danger, then, well, it stops being danger, now doesn't it? And that is all for the night, my good fellows. Thank you for watching.